This is my Lenovo Yoga Pro 9i and it's a great device. I got it a couple of months back, about 3 months at the time of recording this video. This is April 2025 and I bought it January 2025, which is great. I've been using it for about 3 months. It's powerful, it's great, it's fast, it's good for what I wanted to do. But then there are some things I love so much about it and some things I believe could be better about it, and I wanted to give sort of a 3 months review of using this laptop and if I would get it again if I had to choose over again. And those are the things I'll pretty much be covering in this video. I'll be covering the specs recap, what I love about it so far, what I don't like, and if I could pick again, if I'll still go for the same kind of laptop. So join me as I go through that journey. But I think the first one, which might want to interest you, is why I really got this laptop when I pretty much have a beefy desktop and the Surface Pro is Samsung Tab 9 to use on the go when I need to do light work. The answer to that is, for me getting devices, I plan more for the long term. When I buy a laptop, when I make my research to buy a device, I want to use it for the long term. My phone, I've been using this for about 4 years now. It works. I don't understand. My wife was still telling me last night that I just go get a new phone. I'm like, this still works. So when I buy my device, I buy it for the long term. And when I'm choosing a laptop, I want to buy something I can use for the next 3, 5, 7 years before I need to think about changing it. Not even changing it, think about changing it. My last HP Spectre I used for about 8 years before I gave it out and bought this one. So yeah, that's the reason I went for something beefy and good and powerful. But then also I need to edit videos on the go. I need to be able to create content on the go when I need to, if I need to. But then mostly when I'm on the go, I just do planning, like documents and stuff. But then when I need to, it's better I have what I need to work than need it and not have it. You get what I mean? So that is why I went for this kind of things. And this is my general fundamental principle of buying things and planning for things. It's better you need it and have it. Well, let me rephrase that. It's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. If you get what I mean. So say for example, I'm out of the house for 2 weeks for some trip and I need to quickly edit video, do something powerful on the laptop, and I'm on my tablet. Yes, I could remake it to my home desktop and all that. I have all the tech set up for that, but why should I do that if I can do things locally on the computer and not have to rely on some crap internet somewhere in the world? And that is my major reason for getting something powerful on the go. So that bit there. And the other question you might want to ask is, so what are the specs of this one you're really shouting about, Dara? The thing is, I spec'd it up to meet all the requirements that I need in a laptop. So it's got 64GB of RAM, 13-gen Intel Core i9, 24 performance cores, and about 8 efficiency cores. Came with 1TB SSD. I configured it to come with 1TB. Then I added 4TB more SSD to it. NVIDIA 4070 laptop GPU, 8GB video memory. So it is pretty much spec'd up for document work, video work, creator work, programmer work, DevOps work, consultant work, trainer work, all the things that make me who I am today. It's pretty much spec'd out to do all those. Well, 3.3K mini LED screen, not OLED, LED screen, not screen touch, but like probably should have gone for the touchscreen. We'll come to that in a little bit. So those are the major specs you need to think about. The webcam is great, 2560 by 1400 webcam, 5 megapixels, pretty great quality to it. I've done a full review video of that. You can go watch that in some of the cards showing up here for you. So those are pretty much the specs. But then what I love so much so far about this laptop is it's fast. It's great, it's fast, it's performant. It has not let me down in terms of performance so far. Of course, 64GB of RAM, what do I expect? If I had gone for the 32 gig option, yes, I would have had that also. But then if I'm running my containers and doing local DevOps stuff and even AI things, and I store a lot of documents, I open a lot of apps, that is why I went for the 64GB option. Although I could have survived pretty much on the 32 gig option, but I love the fact that this is fastest performance and it looks beautiful also. I don't know what you think, but I think this laptop looks pretty much beautiful. It has all the ports I need. It has an SD card slot, has 2 full-size USB A ports, has 2 Thunderbolt ports and also has a full-size HDMI port with its own dedicated power port, which I rarely ever use. I just mostly use the USB-C port for charging. When I'm connected to my decks here, one cable serves all the needs for my displays, my network, my storage, and all the connections I need over there. So it's pretty much beefed up for all the things I need for it to do. So the fact that I can use one USB port to do everything is awesome, and the fact that I have all the ports when I need them is also something. Although I hardly ever use the USB-A ports for some reasons, because the world is now USB-C, and I'm mostly a docky kind of guy. Not docking the bad sense, but I use docks a lot, if you get what I mean. I'm not trying to be cocky or docky. you know that. Now, those are the things I love about this laptop. It is insanely fast performance. I can export my videos pretty fast. I can run a lot of apps. I can have multiple instances of Notion, Chrome, Docker, OneDrive. All my workloads, pretty much, I can get them on the go simultaneously without having to compromise that. But then that brings some challenge when I'm not plugged into power. And this brings me to what I do not like so far about this computer. Although, yes, they are not a deal breaker for me, but I just wish there would not be a problem. The 84 watt hour battery is great, yes, but for a laptop that packs this much power that is not a Mac, it is disappointing. I've raised this with Lenovo. They're like, yeah, your battery is good. That is good. That is fine. To be honest, and fair on them, I hardly ever need to be on battery power for so long. So the 1 hour, 1 hour, 30 minutes I get out of it, depending on what I'm doing, it's still kind of good enough. When I'm on the train, it's about 1 hour, 10 minutes strength, so I don't get out of juice anyway. I can plug into the train. Where I'm going, I can always connect to power. And so, yeah, that is not much of a deal breaker, but I wish it could last long. Maybe in the future, there'll be some technology to fix that. Yes, I know I could get all the Snapdragon and ARM processors on Windows, but nah, I need the sheer power. I need that power of this other processors. That is why that is a big deal for me, really. But that is one of the downsides. The other thing for me is the fact that when I'm connected to this docking station back here for displays, it sometimes does the tripping on, because before it becomes stable, it takes me about 3 minutes to actually get it to fully display without tripping off on all these 4 displays. That is something I do not like. On my other computers, I just plug in and they're good to go. Yeah, but on this one, just for about 3-4 minutes before it really becomes stable and it's displayed on. So I hardly ever even turn it off when I'm connected, because I just don't want that story when I need to get to work. Also, my portable monitor right here is great. When I'm connected even to my old MacBook, just one cable is needed. But on this one right here, I need to have an external power to the portable monitor, then connect to USB-C with it, and then it works. It's not a big deal breaker, but it's disappointing also to the fact that I need to carry one extra cable to power the monitor when I am on the go. But yeah, that's that. Now, with what I've loved so far, what I do not like about it, the question now is, would I have still gone for this same laptop, same specs, with all the limitations that I have with it? The short answer to that is yes, but there's a catch. I would have spent about £200 more to get the OLED touchscreen, because now I realize I need to use this to do my illustration. Not a deal breaker, kind of makes my life awesome also, but one less device to carry around when I'm on the go. For me, key for a laptop is being on the go. So yes, I would have gotten the same thing, but with a touchscreen and probably with a stylus pen to go with. So that is the only thing I'll probably change with getting this laptop. Would I have gotten a Mac also, given the same price point? Well, as I mentioned in my original review video, the same specs, same performance level would have cost me about £1,500 more than I got this laptop. So no, I would not have gotten a Mac. Yes, Mac lovers out there, I'm very sorry to disappoint you. Yes, I'm considering getting a Mac in the future, but at this time and phase of my life, my creation journey, it don't cut it yet for me. Yeah, I could get a Mac Mini, but again, I got a powerful desktop on the go in my house. So no, I don't need a Mac Mini, I don't need a Mac Studio, I don't need a Mac Ultra. And this laptop works. Our limitation, not a big deal. I'm not trying to get on Mac here, to be honest. It's just the fact. This works for me. So far, I'll still get it over and over again. But then if I'm considering a MacBook now, given the good thing they are doing with Macs these days, I might actually consider getting the M4 MacBook here, maybe 13-inch, 16 gig, 256, just the base model. I don't need the performance out of the MacBook. All the performance I need, I get on my Windows computer. So yeah, that. And I don't have to learn new workflows, shortcuts, and stuff because I've been pretty much invested in this ecosystem for a very, very long time. So that's about that also. I think that's pretty much of it. So to summarize everything I've said in this video, I love it for the speed, I love it for the performance, I love it for the efficiency and the customizability. I love it for the webcam, for the display, it's good. I do not like it for the power ports, having to carry an extra cable around. I do not like it for the display link thing that I mentioned earlier on, and also the fact that I did not get it with a touchscreen. I do not like that. But I think on a general note, on a big general note, it's a great device. Lenovo support has been great on this device also. When I reached out to them, they replied pretty much. And of course, I have warranty on this. So if I break things accidentally, as long as I don't breach the warranty terms, I can get it fixed in my house. Of course, I pay the premium annually for this also. And I advise you, if you have a device, please pay for warranty options. Please and please pay for warranty options. It saves you a lot of stress and headache when things break. And I think I'm gonna pretty much wrap it up there for this video. I need to really get back to work now. I just was like testing a new setup. I was like, yeah, I had a video idea, I could quickly record it, and here I am, recorded the video, and I'm gonna publish it as quickly as possible as I can. By the time you're watching this, probably would have taken me about a day or two from record to publish, which is a record one for me in making videos now, and that is what I want to get to in my setup. So till I come your way again yet to another video, you know what to do. Like, subscribe. I'll drop the links in the video description and pinned comment as usual. If you're subscribed, you will know that already, of course. So yeah, go do it. I'm off to work. Bye bye.